Hi guys, my name is Ashley Miamontes, and I never thought that I would be sitting here filming this video for you guys. I've never thought that I would have to think about this situation ever again, but I'm here and I'm doing it because it happened to me, and I don't want to see him do it to anybody else because it destroyed me. So I'm just gonna get right into it. The first ever shoot that I shot with was the LA River shoot. My cousin contacted me that her best friend was a project director for, and she needed a model, and she said give her my number because she knew I would be perfect. That's where I met, and we talked on the phone, and we scheduled that she could about all the deets about that shoot. Mind you, I wanted to be a model since I was a little girl. I loved fashion. I loved I just loved being in front of a camera. I was good at it. It came naturally to me, and I knew I could do it. I knew I wanted it. I knew I wanted to be a model, and that all changed after I met and shot with him a couple times. So getting back to the first shoot, the LA River shoot, we were there from 8, 9 in the morning till 12 a.m. Nothing crazy happened on that shoot, and I think it was because there's so much people there. We had fire blowers, people we had to shoot two different bikes. We had other people second shooting, people taking videos. It was just a whole thing. And I actually brought my cousin with me to that shoot, so that shoot, he didn't try to do anything. Nothing happened. It was just long hours. We didn't eat. We couldn't eat. The only way I got to drink water was because I brought my own. And it was exhausting. But it was a great experience because that was my first ever, professional photo shoot. And I thought nothing of him. He seemed, genuine, down to earth, and a cool photographer. And then after that, he called me up and was like, hey Ashley, I need a model for the shoot today, and do you want to do it? Can you do it? I know it's short notice. And I was just yeah, I was home, not doing anything. Why not? This is what I want to do, and why not? And I was just well, I must have done great because he wants to shoot me again. And then so he's cool, at the time, I didn't drive. I didn't have my license. So my mom offered to drop me off kind of right before where we're going to shoot at, because it was going towards Barstow, and it was in the middle of the mountains with desert, beautiful outdoor place to shoot. My mom's car would not make it in the dirt and stuff, so he offered to kind of just pick me up there, and we'll go to the shoot. I asked if Joyce and everyone kind of who was at the other shoot were going to be there, and he said yeah. I'm okay, cool, because I couldn't bring anyone that day like I said, it was short notice. People were doing things, and so I felt comfortable because Joyce was going to be there, and I got really close to Joyce. I trust her with a lot, and so I was like, okay, it'll be fine. So he picked me up, normal conversation in the car. Nothing strange or anything was happening. We got to the shoe. I sat in the car for like a little bit because he was setting up the lighting and, setting up for the shoot. Then, like, I'm looking at my phone. I'm just like, where's Joyce? Where's everyone at? Then I get out of the car and to start shooting, I told him that. I was like, hey, where's Joyce? And where's the video guy and everyone else? And he was just like, oh, Joyce couldn't make it anymore. Something came up with her and her kids. Like, something like that, he said. But she was home. She stayed home. I'm just like, oh, okay then. And then what about, the guys that help you shoot? Like, they're always there. Oh, no, they couldn't make it. Because, like I said, it was last minute shoot. And, he just came up with excuses for everyone. So, whatever. He never gives me anything yet to prove to me that I couldn't trust him or he was a bad guy. So I shot with him. Everything was fine. Getting towards, like, when the sun was going down, getting towards nighttime, I had to change outfits. So, this is where it gets hard. I told him, hey, I'm gonna go behind, the doors to change my outfits. Because like I said before, we're outside and there's no bathroom, nothing for me to change, go and change. So I told him that I was gonna go behind, like, the car on the opposite side, where, like, he was standing and setting up for the shoot, because he had to bring out lighting, because, like I said, it was getting dark, so he had to switch everything. He was like, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna set up. So I opened, like, the 2 corridors to kind of block me from the side and the front, and I was in between that, changing. And mid-change, I was naked, because I was in mid-change already, putting on my next outfit. Comes up around the door, and he touches my butt from the back going to my private part, like, kind of like gropes it, I guess you could say, and says, good job, you're doing great. Right there, I got the most disgusting chills in my body. I was scared. I didn't even know what to say or what to do. I just remember turning around and giving him this face. Like, what the fuck did you just do? He walked away. I finished changing right away. I texted my mom saying, Mom, can you meet me at the point, like the drop-off point, because we're wrapping up. We're gonna be wrapping up soon. So I went over there and I was just like, hey, look, I have to go home and study. I have a big test tomorrow. I was in college at the time. So, can we wrap this up? And he was just like, yeah, let's just get, like, a couple more shots into this. I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay, cool. So now, it was already, like, the sun was down. And, I kept in contact with my mom because it kind of took a while for her to drive to that point, so that's why I texted her right away. And he told me about this idea that because we had like a fog, like there's fog and lighting, and he had like this white drape type of sheet that he wanted me to kind of just put over me like this, and it'll be like an amazing shot. And in my head I picture it and I'm like, yeah, that's gonna be a great shot, you know. So he told me that I had to take off, you know, my top and my bra. I knew why about the top, but then the bra, I'm like, oh, why do I need to take off my bra? He said because the camera will pick up everything. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Mind you, this is my second professional shoot. I didn't know anything about that. I didn't know if like that really does happen or not. So I did. I just, you know, went around, took it off. I wrapped the sheet. This sheet was so sheer, so see-through. And I was like, you could see my boobs. Like, you could see everything. He was just like, don't worry, I'm gonna Photoshop all that. Like, he's like, that's what I do when I edit. Like, I'll Photoshop all that because obviously, like, I can't put pictures up there like that. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Which, mind you, I already looked through his videos and his posts, and he doesn't post anything like that, explicit photos. So I'm shooting, and we probably shot like 10 more shots or so because, like I said, I wanted to go home. And by like the ending, he would walk and try to fix it and touch me like here or on like the top of my boob or lower, and I'm just like, I think we should go. I was just like, my mom's gonna almost there. So we left. The whole car ride was silent. After, like, I said that, after when he was, you know, coming over and trying to, like, fix things but touching me at the same time, he got angry. You could tell his whole, you know, mentality, his whole, how he was with me changed. I probably should have said something right then and there. I know I should have. I was so scared. I didn't know this guy anymore. I didn't know what he was capable of. I didn't know. I was scared. I just wanted to get home. I just wanted to be out of the car with him. I just wanted to leave because I didn't know if this guy was just gonna leave me there, you know. I didn't know. Like I said, I was in the middle of nowhere. I was scared. I didn't want to be left there. I barely had service, only at a certain spot. And after that, I never wanted to shoot with him, anyone ever again. He ruined modeling for me. The next day, I got text messages from him and saying that they wanted me to go to Vegas to shoot with him in this big shoot. I didn't reply at all. I got more text messages from saying he wanted me to go to Cancun and shoot. I didn't say anything at all anymore. I didn't write back. Mind you, I wanted to be a model so bad. It was my dream. Don't you think that I would, in a heartbeat, go to Vegas to shoot with this guy? Go to Cancun. He said they're gonna pay for my room, for everything, all expenses paid. Don't you think I would have went? This could have been it for me. You know, in my head, this could have been my break. In those videos, you saw another model in Vegas shooting with him. You saw another girl in Cancun shooting with him. It wasn't me. because I didn't want to shoot with him ever again from what he did to me. I didn't know what he would do again or try to do. Then I got a text message from Joel saying, hey, are you okay? What's going on? Like, you can talk to me. Because I didn't write back to her. And this was someone that I trust, and, you know, I got so close to. And I was hurt because, I mean, she was his project director. I was in my head, I'm like, she knew about this shoot. Like, why wasn't she there? Like, why did she let me go alone with him if she knew, like, who he was? I was in class, so I said, as soon as I got that message, I sent her, I'm in class, I'll call you when I get out. I called her and I explained to her what I just explained to you guys. She had no idea. She had no idea that he planned that or he wanted to shoot that. She said that day he told her to, like, stay off social media and stuff, and it clicked to her on why. Because she was like, yeah, I saw, you know, you did a shoot. He posted, like, a picture from that day, and I was just like, oh, okay. I was like, he told me that you were going to be there. And then that's the only reason mainly why I agreed, because I knew I wasn't going to be alone. Like, someone was there I'm comfortable with. Obviously, it's just going to be me and him. He said that the other people were going to be there. And he did that to me. He took me alone into a place where he told me she was going to be, other people were going to be. Who knows what he really wanted to do? Because he only got that far with me. He needs to be stopped. He's disgusting. He's a liar. He's a manipulator. I don't want this to happen to anybody else. I don't want him to crush another girl's dream. I don't want that to happen. He's such a coward. He's a fucking liar. He can say he didn't do none of this to none of us. He did. He really did. I'm just one of them. There is more out there. And there is way more that doesn't even want to say anything. He needs to be stopped. You guys need to realize who he really is. He ruined modeling for me. He's a fucking disgusting person. Is a fucking disgusting person. He's a liar. He's a manipulator.